Hello everyone, this is 2 weeks after we did the preliminary due diligence. We officially went under contract and we did the interior inspection. So in the interior inspection, what were the things that we identified? We identified all the properties that needed renovation, like a full-blown renovation, and those ones that just needed TLC around it and all that. So that was the interior inspection that we did, and we looked for deferred issues. There were some units that we saw those issues, and what were we able to do? We brought it to the attention of the seller and we had some conversation, and the seller is going to do those repairs before we take over according to our specification. I don't know if you can remember during our preliminary due diligence, I talked about having the ability to renegotiate the purchase price, and that was what we were going to do. Unfortunately, we were not able to get the seller to renegotiate on his price, and the reason why he was not willing to negotiate was that the property had improved. He was also able to litigate his taxes and was able to bring down the taxes of the property, and the operations of the property improved in terms of the income. So they were able to push some rent and all that. So it now made the property more valuable than when we started the process about 2.5 months ago and all that. So based on that, he felt that the property was worth more than what we offered, and he was not going to do that. So invariably, it was a win-win for both of us. The property has improved, but there's nothing wrong with us requesting for a little down, because the exterior carpets we're going to do was actually more than what we thought it was going to be like. Fast forward, after 2 weeks to sign the contract and we did the interior, we were able to come to a conclusion that the seller was going to do some repairs. So right now, today, we are doing our lease audit. So I'm working alongside with my property management company. So we're doing the lease audit. And what are we doing in the lease audit? We are checking the credibility of those tenants to even find out if they are tenants on the property. We want to know what they do, if they have criminal reports against them. We want to know how much they earn, if they've been consistent with their payments. Why is this important? It's important that you know the profile of the tenants that you have, so that you know if they are paying the rent, to know as soon as you take over if you'll be evicting any one of them. We found out that there were like 3 of them that have not been paying rent, but the seller, we're working with the seller is going to evict them soon. So these are part of the reasons why lease audit is important. You need to know the tenant, the profile of all the tenants, and not just that, you need to know if they're actual tenants on this property. And you also want to be very sure of the last period, like this period that we are in. You want to monitor the kind of tenants that they are putting on the property. It might be possible that because they don't want to lose, or they want to keep improving on their occupancy, they bring anybody to it without going through the proper process. So you want to really watch those tenants that have been here for the last 6 months or for the last 3 months. You want to really watch out and really check if they are credible and if they fit your standards and all that. So I will take you around to see what they are doing and just have a glance of what the property management is doing with the lease audit. Have a wonderful day.